They just don't show it. But and remember this too. The Asiatic face, by the way, comes from the San people from South Africa. You saw the way Mandela looked like a black Chinese man?
Yes.
That's where all Asians come from. The San people, who are the oldest people on the planet from South Africa. Those are those Bushmen, but they look like black Chinese.
Right.
That's where the Chinese look comes from.
With the click.
That's where the Chinese come from. Yeah. The San people in South Africa. That Asian look is black.
There is a growing debate online whether some of the Arist population in Asia had darker, potentially African-like physical features, and whether the modern image we have of Asian population reflects what those Arist inhabitants actually looked like. Now, I'm not saying that every Asian person today descended directly from one single population, or that history can be reduced to simply saying the first Asians were black. Human migration is far more complicated than that. And that is why I'm bringing this video today to talk about this topic. So in this video, we're going to talk about these claims and look at the arguments behind them and ask a very bigger question. Could some of the Arist people in Asia have looked very different from the populations we associate Asia with today? So now grab your coffee, sit down, and let's get straight into the video.
这是菜简单呢，味儿可以吧？好，可以，挺好吧？哎呀，我大爷啊，让你特别好钓鱼。
今儿真拿风钓鱼了吗？
够用的钓鱼竿这么搓的。
妥了。
你给我。
This is the oldest surviving tribe in India. They came from Africa 60,000 years ago. They are the earliest people to settle in India's forests and the most difficult tribe for outsiders to access. What makes them striking are the women. They shave their heads and the very Africa-coded jewelry, sometimes weighing several kilos. This is a matriarchal society. In marriages, women choose their partners and they often marry younger men. And it's the groom who pays the bride price. Women control the money. They dominate the markets. They are the bosses. This is the Bonda tribe in Odisha.
So South Asians, there's something I need to tell you. We descend from Africans. Yes, we do. The first people to populate South Asia came from Africa. They were not Indo-Aryans like we have been led to believe. So I've been doing all this research and it's like, I went down that rabbit hole last night and this all happened like 60, 70, 80,000 years ago. But then there's all this propaganda to get through where people are like, no, they came much later. Oh, they only make up a small minority of Indians, 8%. But now there's all these DNA tests that are going on that are proving otherwise. It's fascinating, but there's so much to get through before I can bring it all to you because I'm still trying to decipher it myself. It's a little bit complicated to navigate through propaganda, right-wing Hindu propaganda, rich white men getting involved, and now people of the region are looking into it, and all these studies are being done. So there's a lot of debunking going on, and it's really interesting. I'm there for it. But in the meantime, what I wanted to do was bring you a video that I found, and this is of one of the oldest tribes in India, and they believe that this tribe descends from the first Africans that arrived in South Asia. So they are the real indigenous people of the land. They are the first to ever occupy South Asia. They came way before Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism. They came with their own beliefs, their own languages, their own food, their own culture. And it does have an influence on all of us. So yeah, watch it and let me know in the comment section below if you already knew about it. And if you did, what more you know. And if you didn't know about it, what you think. And like I said, I don't want to hear any nationalism or racism. I'm finding out our true history, whether it makes you feel uncomfortable or not. Now watch the video.
I hope y'all know the first people in China were black people. It's crazy how they hide all our histories. Cause if we didn't do our own research, a lot of us would never notice. It's crazy how they be trying to hide the truth. But the truth shall set you free. Dang.
So in Asia today, you have pockets of black people. You have the Mani. You have in southern Thailand. You have a related group in northern Malaysia, sometimes called Sakai, Sekai. You have the Andaman Islanders, and there are at least two groups. One group is called the Onge, O-N-G-E, or O-N-J-E. I think it's O-N-G-E. And another is called the Jawara, J-A-R-A-W-A. And then you have black populations in the Philippines, sometimes called Negritos or Eta, or I think we should call them Acta, which just means the people. You have a tradition of a similar group in Taiwan. These are the diminutive Africoids. These are the small blacks, similar in many ways to the Twa or so-called pygmies in Central Africa. These are very, very ancient people who left Africa perhaps 60, 70, maybe 100,000 years ago and became isolated.
The Padang people, that's a group of people in Asia.
What did you find?
We did not see.
See, this is why racism just doesn't make sense to me. You've got people in Africa who are literally the descendants of Chinese people. Look at their features. They got those Chinese features, the eyes, like the face in a lot of ways. Racism doesn't make sense because we all are connected to each other in some way. Prejudice, hate, all that doesn't make sense. This is the Jumasai tribe. And these guys are connected to the Nosa. Botswana, South Africa. My grandmother came from this tribe.
Yeah, as you know, everything happened because of a lesson. For me, I look at the people from India who are black, and it is told that there was also black community who lives in China. And you can ask yourself a very simple question. Where are these people, or where are these communities who look black came from? Or actually, why are they black? Turns out there might be a very bigger thing which is going behind what we already know. And for people, it's very hard to get to know or to investigate something which is beyond what they already know. We are told things, and we are told that there is a limit we have to think, because it's hard for you to create new things if you already know something. Seems like it starts somewhere, and this is where the problem is. If the history doesn't start where it is supposed to start, and it starts in the middle, or in the history you are jumping some of the important things for some of the lessons, this means a very bigger picture. And I think all this is done to really reduce the impact and the strength of black-skinned people. Because if you are claiming and accept publicly that all the people that you have came from black-skinned people, or the very first person was black, so every race came from black people, maybe just because of environment and the changes in the weather and the climate, then you are just simply saying that the greatest skin color is black. And this is going to be contrast of what we all know. For a very long period of time, the beauty standard was built on this fact that you have to be a white skin or white person for you to be considered as a very beautiful person. Otherwise, you have to go to slavery, you have to go to, harvesting, you have to go to do those things which are hard. But now imagine that the very same people you claim that they are not beautiful according to how they look, according to the skin color they have, it's where you came from. It's where your father, it's where your grandparents came from. It's where you descended actually. Then you're going to mean that you yourself who made that claim, you were wrong. And you were wrong not for 2 years, not for 10 years, but for thousands of years. So what happens is that the history which is going to come next, or the story which is going to be told next after you accept that, is going to be different. The story is going to be flipped. The white are going to be inferior and the black are going to be superior. And this is what they don't want people to even think of. But for me, I like to tell people that the truth itself can never go anywhere. What you can do is to hide it or to try to reverse it, but the truth itself is going to remain there. And one time, one person at some point in time is going to find the truth. And once the truth is found, everything will be known and will be flipped away. So if you're a black person, you have to know that there are people, not black people, there are white people who already know the truth. You've seen a doctor in China who really made a good research and found out that Chinese people came from the black people who migrated from parts of Africa. And this tells you a lot in this story. Because if the Chinese people, the Chinese Yorish people, are the ones who are doing this research, if the white people themselves are the ones who are supporting this claim that all people descended from black-skinned people who existed long periods of time, this means a lot to both black people and white people. And as this news continued to circulate, the truth is going to finally go out. As you already know, this video is not about separating races or supporting one race and diminish the other. Rather, this video or the videos that I make are about to link people, the black and white, so that we can work together to improve the world we are living in. Because when something comes, it's going to affect all of us, not only black, not only white, but every one of us. Thank you. And if this video resonated with you, remember to press on that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not yet subscribed. See you in the next video, which is coming very soon.